Hi, welcome to My Sister Can't Cook. Guess which one we're talking about? We have to put her in the middle. Today, Rika is going to wow you with some gourmet dessert that involves bread, and I'm going to make chicken less boring. So we're going to get started, but Rika's going to boss first.
We're going to make white chocolate bread pudding today. It's a kind of a twist on the original or the traditional, which has raisins and brandy and whatever. Anyway,
Is yours going to have alcohol?
No, ours will have no alcohol in it today.
Yeah.
So what I did is I got a loaf of French bread at the local market, and I just went ahead and asked them to slice it because it's so much easier. Cheryl's going to take this bread.
They sliced it for you?
Yeah. And but they only have one thickness. They don't have a.
Oh, you can't go wide like for French toast or anything.
So you're gonna have to get skinny.
Yeah.
French bread. So am I just
Instead of chubby Italian?
So she's just gonna cube this up, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven for a few, about 10 minutes at 275, so it'll dry up. And the only reason we're doing it that way is so we could show you a different way to do it. But normally, what you could do at night is you can buy the bread sliced, and then you can just leave it out and let it dry. Especially here,
Something our mother would do. Just leave it on the counter.
Oh look, it's making croutons. Cheryl's
This is really fresh.
Cheryl's over there trying not to eat the bread, and I'm just trimming. What is this called?
That's a ginger.
I know it's ginger. What am I doing to it?
You're
I'm peeling
peeling
the
it.
outer. Thank you. Outer.
first time in the kitchen.
Layer of ginger.
Not very
So
pretty. Sorry.
for the
What are you?
chicken dish later. I'm just trying to do some prep. So I
What
don't.
are you making? What's your chicken that you're making?
It's a spicy ginger
Okay. Well,
teriyaki
it's real spongy because it's so fresh.
chicken.
Wait. Chicken teriyaki.
Chocolate.
Ginger.
It's not teriyaki. It's spicy ginger.
Okay.
Ginger, chili pepper.
Oh, did you
spicy.
show them what ginger root
Ginger looks like this. Oh, Rika will have another one in the fridge, I'm sure.
Sorry,
Mom.
It's,
Oh my God, that's a ginormous one.
yeah, it looks weird and it's kind of intimidating,
Because
but
it's a root.
but like what she's doing there, you just peel the skin off and then you can use it.
But the ginger's not going in the bread pudding, right?
no ginger's in the
I
bread
don't want
pudding.
people to get confused and
And
think.
try not to get the ginger all over the countertop like I just did.
And they write us and say, well, I don't know why my bread pudding tastes like ginger.
No ginger. It's a white chocolate bread pudding. So we're gonna, like I said, the oven's at 275. We're gonna put this in there. We're gonna dry it out. And Cheryl's just about done, maybe.
Well, the bread is really fresh, so it's
Yeah.
not cutting as
Okay.
Tell the truth.
easily.
So I'm just gonna take some of these whole pieces and put them in there.
Digit IQ keeps her from being able to cut the bread properly.
Well,
Oh, and she probably doesn't have the proper knife too.
I don't.
Which is, yeah.
It's, you know, this is.
Okay,
I thought you said you bought a new knife.
Well, I did. This will work.
Well,
this
why
is
don't we
enough.
get each
Okay,
other?
there.
Okay.
Okay, you can put that up.
Knife wielder. So Rika, you're toasting that or just firming it?
I'm kind of drying it out.
Okay.
Is what I'm doing. So in the meantime, while that's happening, Cheryl, you're gonna take a cup of heavy whipping cream, and you're gonna put it in a bowl, and then you're going to take. You're gonna take 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, and then a cup of milk. And you're
Can
going.
you use half and half, or do you really need the whipping cream?
You really should use the whipping cream because if you're trying to make it,
If you're trying to go low calorie, it's
then
not
just-
gonna work.
Yeah.
So low carb, white,
said 2
the blue milk, the low fat milk.
Low fat, no.
It's not gonna have the same
Skim
effect,
milk,
huh?
no.
Dang
No.
it.
You could try it, and if you're actually eating the way you're eating now, is you're using skim milk and everything that you do, then it would probably be fine. It would probably taste okay to you, because you get used
You're
to it.
accustomed to that. How much
a cup
now?
of milk, and then we're gonna do half a cup of sugar, because we're using white chocolate, and white chocolate's really sweet, so it doesn't need a lot of sugar to it.
Okay.
So she's got the white chocolate, and she's gonna go ahead and start. Why don't you get that?
You don't want the breadcrumbs?
No breadcrumbs in the
With
bread in
the-
the bread pudding. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt, but
How much of the white chocolate am I chopping?
we want 10 ounces of white chocolate.
Okay, so this
Each
pack,
one of those.
Don't open that.
this is 6 ounces.
Yeah. So each one of these squares is an ounce.
Woo!
Yeah.
And if you use your imagination, every time you open one of these up, you can pretend like you're getting a little present. Cheryl used to do that with the soap when we were little. You'd take a bath, she'd open the soap back like it was a
Wait a
present.
second. She never took it. She would just turn the water on.
I think you make up.
Brush your teeth.
I think you make up stories. I'm like, where do you
If you
come up with this stuff?
if you can't find baking chocolate in a box like this, you can always use the chips, the white chocolate chips.
But not that almond bark stuff.
No, don't use almond bark because that's not. Even the white chocolate chips are not quite the quality that these are.
Okay.
Now let me taste to tell you about the quality.
And I don't know why they call it chocolate because it has no chocolate in it. So,
It's just kind of a.
but I like
May I
it.
have your garbage, ma'am?
And then with bread pudding, a lot of people like it cold.
2, 4.
And a lot of people like it
6.
hot. So with this bread pudding, 10. You can serve it either way. You can make it the night before, and bread pudding is always better if you have a couple of days or at least a day to make it the day before, so it kind of absorbs everything.
Great knives we have here.
Which goes with the knife.
So are we just chopping it
Just
so it'll
chopping
melt?
it because I'm gonna warm this up on the stove real quick. So Sib, you can do what you're doing there.
Do what
Do
you're
you want
doing.
me to confuse them and go to chicken now?
Yeah.
Okay, you saw how lovely I peeled that ginger. Now I just kind of coarsely chopped it up. I'm gonna put it in the bowl. This is probably about 2 tablespoons. If you like ginger, put more. If you don't like, put less. I've got about a tablespoon. This is garlic powder and a little bit, about half a teaspoon of coarse garlic salt. The reason we use the coarse, it's just, I like it better. It doesn't make things quite so salty.
What are you using?
Honey, you just worry about your bread pudding over there. You've got all you can handle with that.
Don't be trying to put pepper or something in.
No.
Yeah, don't accidentally use my bowl.
Yeah. I've got about 2 tablespoons or spoons, depending on what part of the country you're from. Soy salt. And
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce, same thing. It's the liquid brown salt. And then I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of the rice wine vinegar.
You're just guesstimating.
I'm
there,
guesstimating
right?
because
Okay.
I can cook.
She's a
This
professional.
show's about her that can't cook.
She's a professional.
And I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil because that's the only kind Rika has.
Yeah. And really, olive oil is probably the best thing for you to cook with anyway. I mean, if you
And this is
the other way, the other way.
Oh, well. So it goes backwards because it's Enrique's house. It's freshly ground pepper. I use a lot of it because I like it. And hey, if you're not doing aerobics, just ground pepper, I guess. Do you need to talk about your chocolate melting?
I've got the cream on right now, and I'm just gonna warm it up because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take that cream and milk and sugar mixture, and I'm gonna pour it over this chocolate, and it's gonna melt the chocolate.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
you'll
check on the
mix.
bread though really quick.
Okay.
And see how we are there.
So don't have burnt bread.
I don't know if you've noticed on the cooking show, we try to give Cheryl the more difficult jobs, but she does them so well.
I do, especially the dishes.
She's
Because let me just tell you, when the show's done, who gets stuck doing all the dishes? I
the
do.
sister that can't
As
cook.
they're just sitting there and I'm doing all the dishes.
Well, we're eating what we
slaving
cooked.
away.
So we're gonna take, this is 1 boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Okay.
It's gonna go in here and
You're
Cheryl.
only making one. There's 1, 2, 3.
Well, we always make a lot and then we eat it all. So
We don't eat it. Our
well,
friends eat it.
the camera guys, they're the ones that are eating all the food.
We can't even taste it. They're just right there on it. Where's our fork? Where's our fork?
Here's a little, it's so good. Here's a little towel to go over the top. That way, in the event that you do puncture your plastic, it doesn't get chicken
So
guts
we're just
everywhere.
pounding this to.
Yes, this pounder, I'm sure, what's the right word for it, Rika? Cheryl will know.
I'm going to say a bullet, but that's a hairdo.
Yeah. You can hear maybe a mallet.
Yeah, there we go. I knew it was something. I just had to change the mouth.
This mallet belonged to my husband's great grandmother.
Oh, so it's old.
and it
It's
does the
old
job.
and hadn't been used.
And I like this pounded out paper thin. The thinner you do it, the quicker it is to cook, and the more quickly it absorbs the marinade that you're gonna
Every
have
time
in
I
there.
do that, I always break the plastic. I always
That's
make
why
a
we have that.
mess.
That's why you put. Well, okay. First off, double plastica.
Plastica?
Double plastica.
Plastica. I'm having some problems with the English language today, and Hey, Rika, why don't you put just a drizzle of oil in the pan and get it hot?
Okay.
Hope I don't break the tile on her counter.
I know.
Yeah, don't bring my tile.
I guess I should be doing this on the chopping
That
block.
would be good.
Okay, so my bread and my cream are almost ready. And then as soon as they're ready, we'll pour that over the chocolate and we'll melt the
I
chocolate.
forgot to put a couple onions in there. Give me a sec.
Yeah. I guess you don't want to be pounding this for kids are sleeping, huh? You'll wake up the house.
No. That probably won't work. What are you doing, Sophia? Did you forget the main
I forgot about the
ingredients?
scallions.
Oh, that go in the marinade?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
How's that?
Are you done?
The cheater way, also, if you have dried onions at home, you can use those. Because they'll just, I guess, did Rika take the mallet away? That looks really good. See how big it is and thin? You can almost see through it.
Yeah, and everybody's deaf by the time we sit down to have dinner.
Wow.
Today is low stress cooking, and if you're a little upset or you like to pull the hair of your long-haired sister, you can just take that wooden mallet, and instead of hitting her with it, you can pound chicken.
Are your kids are
We are-
stressing you out?
We are saving lives. This is a summer dish.
Okay.
The kids haven't gone back to school, but the moms are ready for them to go.
Now
How many
what?
holes do you think are in this?
Holes?
Get another bag.
Oh. Please.
Why? What are you doing now?
I'm just gonna marinate it.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's easier if you've got a bag.
Oh, yeah. then
Plastic
just
bags
squish
are my
it
best
around.
friends. Yeah.
So,
So don't boss us. Oh, I left a piece in there.
We'll leave it.
oh, you're gonna put it all together?
Uh-huh.
And then do you do this the night before, or?
The longer you marinate it, the better it
Because
tastes.
I'm sure you're organized and you have it all ready to go. And tonight I'm gonna do this and it'll be ready
I
for
do,
tomorrow.
because my husband
You're
works
so
shift work and I
fabulous.
try to show off by cooking one meal every now and then.
Oh, I'm glad you do. I don't.
Okay, our cream's ready. So we're gonna take it and we're just gonna pour it over our white chocolate. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna melt the white chocolate. And then
Did you add
oh,
sugar?
that smells awful.
Here, let me have a straw. Do you put any sugar in that, Rika, or just the...
put
Okay.
Yeah, I
half a
put a
cup.
half a cup of sugar.
Sorry, I was a little bit preoccupied with my ginger over here, I'm sure.
Okay, so Cheryl's gonna mix that all up, and then I'm going to.
Now, the milk, did you just let it bubble around the edge?
Yeah, it just bubbled around the
Okay.
edge. You have to be really careful because you don't want to scald it, and then you have to start all over
Okay.
again because you get that milk burnt taste.
So just
and-
that
put
little bit
vanilla
of, just that little
Huh?
bit of
Do you
heat.
put vanilla?
No, you just it's just, and you can put vanilla. You can put vanilla. You can put maybe like orange or a little bit of raspberry
Or
flavor.
almond, as our grandmother would
Or
say.
almond, or whatever you like. But I kind of like it just
real
white
simple.
chocolate.
Okay.
And
Stop it.
Cheryl's got the double wave going on. That's why I have a long sleeve shirt on.
okay, all right. So my bread's ready. So we'll take the bread.
Okay.
Save, I think your pot's just about ready.
Okay.
So, I guess while you get that going, I haven't put oil in there yet because my pot's not ready. So, as you can see, this bread, it's just dried out, and we're just gonna, yeah,
Toasted.
we're just gonna
Or it's a dip.
put it in there. Ooh, do that. Is that good?
Wait.
Oh,
Oh, I want a dip. Give me some bread. If she dipped, I
okay,
want a
they
dip.
can only have a dip because we haven't put the eggs in yet. Here.
Thanks.
Okay. So we're gonna do this, and then we'll get the eggs together, and we'll put the eggs
You're
in there.
peeling the whole piece of bread like
Yeah,
that?
because what happens
Oh,
is
it
it all
breaks up.
absorbs up,
Okay.
and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I wished enough.
Okay. So what you need to do now is we need 2 eggs,
Okay.
and we need 7 egg yolks.
Holy criminy.
Yeah. So put everything in here, and then we'll incorporate it into this warm mixture. But we have to do it slow so we don't scramble our eggs.
Okay, so 2
Okay.
whole eggs.
2 whole eggs and 7 egg yolks. I know that sounds like a lot, but that's
it
the,
is.
you know, you're not using flour or,
I'm just using my fingers.
that's fine, and that actually is the best way to do it.
How
You
many
know
yolks?
who taught me how to do that? When we worked, remember when we all worked at the Brass Stag and Sam was the cook? And he was back there and he was separating the eggs and he had them in his hand, and I don't know how old I was probably about 14 or 15. And I was just like, oh my God, he's using his hands. That's so cool. Anyway, thanks, Sam.
How many
So,
yolks?
7. Okay, so we have, I'll put a little bit more bread in here, but you don't have to put the bread all the way to the top, and we have a little extra. So how's your chicken?
I just dumped it into the pan. It's cooking up.
Okay. All right. So as soon as she mixes that up, so I've got the oven on 350, and as soon as we mix it all up, we'll pour it on here. We'll squish it down. We'll make it soak in all of the.
Oops, we lost an egg.
By the miracle of modern television,
Yeah.
are we gonna have one of those to eat, or are we gonna have to wait the however long?
No, I have one. I made one last night.
Yay!
Okay, the problem is I think I lost count. So
As we said at the end of the show, my sister
we're either one over or we're
Yeah.
one under.
Okay. Prep girl here.
Give me water.
All right. Okay. How's your chicken?
My chicken's much better than the eggs over there. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna incorporate the eggs into that
Yeah, you're
mixture.
gonna just slowly pour
Why
it
don't you
in
just
there.
use all the bread?
Because you don't want it to be too dry.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. Are you done with your eggs, lady?
No, you know what? I need a ladle to. You know what? Just
What do you
to
need?
ladle for
No,
what?
just
I need to temper these a little.
yeah. What's it called when you do that?
Temper.
Temper. Thank you.
And that's so she doesn't have scrambled eggs when she adds it to the hot milk.
Okay. Add those in.
Okay.
Give me
So
the dirty, or are you gonna put the whites in there too?
nope. The whites are
Minus
down the
one
thing.
or adding one. I can't remember because I lost
More or
track. And then we're just going to whip those eggs.
How's your chicken?
better.
Chicken's
What are you
doing
making
good.
with the chicken? Are we just having
Oh,
chicken?
yeah, no, we're not.
What are we
Just
having with the
having
chicken?
I'm making a salad.
Okay. And then I'm just going to pour that into here.
Yeah, just pour that into there. And see, we're just gonna, and you can even use your hands and get your hand. You want it all soaked in. You want it,
Okay.
feel it.
Do you let it sit on the counter for a while so it can absorb?
if you can let it sit for a little bit, maybe 20, 30 minutes, then, and again, I didn't tell you, but make sure your eggs are room temperature. It always makes a difference. So we're gonna pop that in an oven for 350, and we're gonna let it bake for about 30 minutes. You're just gonna keep your eye on it. You can really tell when it gets a little dry, it looks a little dry, then you're done. Okay.
Take it away.
Okay, egg girl's out of the scene. To make this beautiful salad, I opened the bag of spring mix and threw it into here.
You what?
The spring mix salad bag, I just opened it and went,
Yeah.
you know. These
Did you
are,
bloom your salad or did you just open the bag and throw it in the bowl?
that's exactly what I
Okay.
did. And this,
You really should let it bloom.
You bloomed it, and
Here,
you
it's
grew
blooming.
it, and
There.
it bloomed. or-
Bloom is you need to wash it.
do you want to
I mean,
wash
I know
a salad
it's
spinner,
washed
girl?
before, but if you
How
bloom
long
it,
is the episode of the cooking show?
it brings out.
We have
brings
time
out-
to wash and dry each individual thing. So I'm adding some blue cheese crumbles because obviously today's show is about how much fat you can get into your body, and I don't want to let anyone else down.
Okay.
A bag of almond slivers so as not to have to sliver them myself.
Ooh, honey roasted.
Here, get a knife and cut those tomatoes, please. And to really impress your friends, Cheryl's gonna peel this. What's that for?
For when we serve it up, so we can
Oh,
taste it.
Cheryl's gonna also peel this mango and put some chunks of mango in there. The sweet of the mango, the soury of the blue cheese, it works.
Soury.
Soury, technical word.
Wow.
We've got the chicken over here. It's been cooking for about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm gonna flip it. Probably take a minute and a half on the other side.
Okay, while she's doing that, I am making a topping, and all I'm doing is taking like 3/4 cup of cream. I warmed it up. I actually just popped it in the microwave, and then I'm cutting up an ounce of chocolate, and I'm just gonna put it in there and let it melt, and then because we
that for
are
here?
because we are on TV. What's that?
That goes over the top.
Yeah, I have one already made. So, ooh, that looks good.
Where did you get this
I can't tell
store?
you.
Just
I grew it in my
today?
backyard.
Okay, because they grow here. How did I?
I got it at the store.
At the steward?
The stewer.
Do you want me to say the store?
No, don't say
Okay.
the store.
I'll try
Now,
to avoid
you don't
the
have
seed.
to put a dressing on there because, you know, all the fun stuff is in it. However, if you want to make a dressing, take a little bit of these blue cheese crumbles, about a tablespoon of vinegar and sour cream, mix it up and it's dressing. Do you want me to do it so you can taste it? Because I have all the ingredients.
What'd you do?
I'll do it.
Of course, there's more seed than there is fruit on these. So just bite size on these.
Yeah.
Okay. It just makes it pretty.
Are we good?
You can add any fruit you want.
I'm doing blueberries. Oh.
Oh, to your salad?
Oh yeah. Let us for Rika's blueberries to the
my
salad.
dessert.
Anything you've got.
Ooh, blueberries would be good.
Oranges. Yeah, you can.
I'm ready.
Well, do your topping. I'm just making a
Okay,
little bit
and
of
my
dressing.
topping is just real. It's not a real thick topping. It's just real light. Not in calories light, but
Drizzle. It's a drizzle.
Yeah.
It's a glaze.
it's kind of a.
It's drizzly glaze.
And you can make it thicker if you want. You don't have to. Okay. Is your chicken ready?
Yeah, you want to take it off the pan? Hey, Rika, why don't you put some salad on there first?
Are you gonna put the chicken on the salad?
You can if you want. I think it'd be prettier.
Yeah, because that chicken is kind of
Oh,
look at all those toppings.
that looks pretty. I wouldn't ruin it with that.
Well, I'm just showing you
that?
the dressing.
So you took sour cream,
Sour
blue
cream,
cheese.
blue cheese, a little bit of vinegar, and probably a lot of pepper because it's so white.
Okay, I'm not gonna put all the chicken on there.
Okay.
Why do they have to have this big seed in here? I mean, crying.
Okay.
It's got pepper everywhere.
All right.
Yeah? How are you looking over there?
Do it.
So what?
There.
What's the name of
That
your
looks
chicken?
good. That looks really
It's
good.
just an Asian spicy chicken. Because we like everything spicy. I'm just going to put a little bit of this dressing on the
I
side.
can't. Oh, sorry.
For those who might want to
can't
taste
wait.
it.
And
instead
white
of
chocolate
waiting.
bread pudding with
And
blueberries.
this is cold, but you could definitely have it warm right out of the oven.
Okay, what happens if you microwave it to warm it up?
The what? Bread pudding?
Bread
or-
pudding. What's
And
still
nothing.
cooking?
It's good. We're good. Okay. www.mysistercan'tcook.com. And we're sorry you're not here to taste it, but it's absolutely fabulous.
We might share with the cameraman, but we're not sure. 'Cause we didn't make enough.
Bye.
Hey, have a great day. Come back and see us. Bye.